Hello, guys, and welcome to another interesting episode of Madrid, My DNA, the home of everything Madridistas, as we discuss you through Real Madrid's latest and important update. Kickstarting with today's agenda, Manchester City playmaker Bernardo Silva admits that he's having sleepless night after the Real Madrid loss in which he eventually missed his penalty. We are going to be discussing you through that on this episode as we progress. And shortly after that, we are going to turn our attention to the next agenda of the day, as Real Madrid defender Mendy wants to stay and renew his contract amid multiple exit talks. We are also going to be discussing you through that on this episode as we progress, so please stay tuned right up to the end. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our daily Real Madrid update. Manchester City have gotten past Chelsea and made it to the FA Cup final this weekend, but their hopes of a treble came crashing down even before that as Real Madrid eliminated them from the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals. Following an exciting 3-3 draw in the first leg of the Champions League quarterfinals at the Santiago Bernabeu, Real Madrid put in a resilient performance at the Etihad Stadium before walking away with a win and a spot in the semi-finals via the penalty shootout. Bernardo Silva was one of the culprits for Man City as he was guilty of attempting a time penalty that went straight into the hands of Andre Lunin, who stood his ground centrally in goal instead of diving either side. Now opening up on the penalty miss and the subsequent defeat, Silva has admitted that he could not sleep on the night after Manchester City were dumped out of the Champions League. "It was a frustrating night for me on Wednesday," Silva said as quoted by ESPN. "And a frustrating week for me personally, for the whole team, because we wanted to go after another historic season and we can still go for it, but it was a big disappointment to get knocked out of the Champions League," Bernardo Silva said. "First night I didn't sleep much. Second night you sleep a bit better. The third night you sleep almost the whole night, but it is what it is," he added. Silva also explained his decision to shoot centrally from the penalty spot against Lunin as he said, "So basically I had two options. I had in my mind one of the sides. I am not going to tell you which. And the middle. I was waiting. I wanted to be the second or third penalty taker to see the reaction of the goalkeeper in the first two penalties. And he moved early. That's why I thought the middle was good, because in moments of pressure, the goalkeepers 99% of the time they move, but he chose not to move, and fair play to him. Well done. It is what it is." Reports earlier suggested that Silva will be leaving Manchester City in the summer and that Real Madrid could be the leading destination for the Portuguese international, who is also wanted by FC Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain. On the Champions League, after beating Real Madrid 4-0 at the Etihad last season, when Bernardo Silva was the star man scoring the first two goals on the night, Real Madrid fans can all claim they have exacted their revenge on the citizens. A clash which has been the modern-day classic. It will not come as a surprise if the both teams face each other again next season in the same competition, as they are the two best and leading clubs in Europe. Real Madrid, for their part, having qualified for the semi-finals, are slated to face Bayern Munich, a team who have not been the best team of Bayern for the past 11 years or so, but they are considered the wounded lions of the competitions as they only have the Champions League to compete for. It is going to be a tough task ahead for the Merengues, but Real Madrid are made for such encounters. So having discussed and concluded with that, we are going to quickly turn our attention to the next agenda of the day, as Real Madrid defender Mendy wants to stay and renew his contract with the club amid exit rumors in the media recently. Mendy has had an up and down trajectory at Real Madrid since joining the club back in the summer of 2019 from Olympique de Lyon. The 28 years old took some time to replace Marcelo as the first choice left back, but has served the team well ever since, although injuries did make his continuity come into doubt. Even though he has been largely fit this season, there was a phase when Fran Garcia appeared to be the preferred option at left back, but Mendy has overturned the situation in his favor. Now, the undisputed starter at left back, the French defender, is constantly hailed by manager Carlo Ancelotti as the best in the world in his position when it comes to the defensive aspect. That has not stopped rumors of a summer departure from doing the rounds for Mendy's contract with Real Madrid expires in 2025, and the club want to sign Alphonso Davies this summer. However, as per Marca, Mendy is not considering the idea of leaving Madrid in the summer transfer window and is eager to stay at the Santiago Bernabeu. In fact, the French international would have been leaning toward the idea of a contract renewal, having previously turned down an offer that he did not feel satisfied with. As per the report, everyone at the club is happy with Mendy and his contributions. Meanwhile, the player himself feels good and respected at the club and is enjoying his life in the Spanish capital. As such, he has conveyed that he is not contemplating a departure at the summer transfer window. It does leave Real Madrid in a bit of a quandary, considering that they are eager to sign Davies from Bayern Munich while Fran Garcia is also on the books. It remains to be seen how the situation is resolved by the Merengues and whether Mendy gets a renewal or is shown the exit doors. Recent reports also emerged claiming that Carlo Ancelotti has told the Real Madrid board of his desire to keep Mendy at the club and why not extend his contract. Carlo Ancelotti has not been the only one to lavish praises on Mendy, as even Barcelona's Lamine Yamal was quizzed when he said Mendy is the toughest defender in which he has faced this season in his short career. So having discussed and concluded with that, we have come to the end of this interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our daily Real Madrid update. See you next time, and a very big Hala Madrid to us all.